So this will be another quick life hack video. Boy, I tell you, when your upload speeds are at half a gig, these videos go up quick. And so now I can talk about things and not have to wait 24 hours for a video to upload. I won't even do the political commentary at the end of this video. Okay. You see where I'm heading. I'm a prepper, okay? I'm a prepper. You might say, well, how does upgrading your house technologically involve prepping? Well, you know, a lot of this hardware, these TVs, routers, these UPSs, they're all, the supply chain is going to be broken if what I predict is coming true. I mean, I think we're already in the death throes of a stock market crash, but certainly in the beginning of a housing market crash. You know, things are going to get pretty rough here pretty quick. So it's going to be kind of like silver, gold, platinum, and palladium. You know, these things are going to be hard to come by. And so now, if you've got the wherewithal, or you just want to borrow the money, you know, as long as you can pay it back quickly, or you have another means to pay it back, you know, like charge it on a credit card and make sure you pay it off at the end of the month. Now is the time to get all of this technical stuff because I don't think it's going to be around much longer. So I wanted to talk about the other things that I'm doing for prepping around the house, other than buying everything in sight. I mean, you name it. If it's a cleaning fluid, I bought it. Hell, I just stocked up on another. Good Lord, toilet paper, man. I was at Walmart and I got one of them big things of toilet paper because that's the way I buy it. And good God, it was $30. Holy moly. So if you haven't, you know, if you got a house, especially if you got women in the house or kids or whatever, you better be stocking up on some damn toilet paper because inflation, you're going to be paying $100 for a big thing of toilet paper before long. So let me get into, let's just talk about food prep real quick. So I've gone through all of the cabinets. I've thrown out a lot of stuff that was outdated. You know, I mean, you be the judge. I mean, I'm still using some 2021 mayonnaise. You know what I mean? But you know, it was sealed, and it's been, well, since I've been home, it's been in the fridge. So did I throw it out? And then I got peanuts from 2020 that I'm using. Grits. I got grits dated 2019. I got coffee dated 2019. Of course, you know, what I've done is I go through and I write the date on everything, and I use the old stuff first. And yeah, I've had some stomach problems, but I don't think it had anything to do with the old food. I think it's because of my health and my physical situation. So so that's kind of, you know, what I've been doing is buying up. So for example, let's just take jelly, one stupid example. I like to buy the Simply Fruit because I don't want sugar in my jelly. And then if you get the sugar-free, you know, you got, anyway, corn syrup, you know, high fructose corn syrup. You know, I want my jelly just to be jelly. And so that's hard to come by now. I've been able to get the Smucker's Simply Fruit, but you know, and so I stocked up. I bought like 4 or 5 of them. Now I use a lot of jelly, so that'll go pretty quick. You know, of course, perishables, you can't stock up on those, but I just bought a big thing of hamburger. Boy, that was almost $30 for one this big. Now I'll divide that up into individual patties. The reason I bought it is I'm going to make some spaghetti, and that was another thing. I was out of tomato paste, and I like the traditional because it doesn't have the high fructose corn syrup or the corn syrup in it. I bought 4 jars of it, you know, stocked up on that a little bit, you know, because that's enough spaghetti for me for 6 months to a year. You know, once I make my spaghetti with the hamburger and everything, I probably won't make it again for 2 or 3 months, you know. So you don't want that, but it keeps a long time in those jars, the traditional. So then, of course, you know, you get into the backpack food. You can buy MREs. They only keep about 5 years. Or you can go to My Patriot Supply, you know, and they've got those kits. But the thing I don't like about those is, you know, yeah, if you got a big family, that'll work out real well, you know, because they're full of rice and, you know, stuff that's going to last a really long time. But, you know, for one person, once you get into all of that, you know, I imagine it's going to go bad pretty quick. I don't know, you know, how many individual containers that comes with. But so what I go with, and I'm going to tell you what a deal I got on these. These are the Mountain House, and I've talked about these in the past. I just bought another batch, and this is the This is buffalo style chicken mac and cheese. A lot of calories, and it's somewhat nutritional. The thing I like about these, let's see, I can't see the expiration date, but here it is right here, 2053. So I'll be dead and gone before this thing expires. And like I said, you know, this is 2 meals for me. And the thing I like is I do someday want to go camping and backpacking again. And look at it, you know, you just boil water, dump it down in here, let it sit for about 15 minutes with that hot water. You know, I swish it around a bit, and then you just take a spoon and you eat it out of the pouch. These are getting hard to come by, okay? The first batch I ordered, I like the beef stew. That's my favorite one. And I bought those at Cabela's because I couldn't get them at REI. But I did put in a notice at REI saying, hey, if you get the buffalo style chicken, because that wasn't offered at Cabela's, because I like the buffalo style chicken, you know, let me know. And then, of course, I went ahead and got a little bit of a variety, the chicken and dumplings and the beef stroganoff with noodles. Those aren't all that great, but anyway, so now this is, that's 10 meals right there. Well, for me, that's 20 meals. I've already got 20 meals that I bought from Cabela's, so that's 40 meals. Okay, because it's just little old me. And then, of course, you know, I've replaced a lot of the canned goods. I went through the spices. I replaced the spices. So these are all things. Here's another one for you. This was insane. All right, if you go to like Walmart or any of the, or Aldi or whatever, I like my chocolate, man. And I'm a dark chocolate fiend. I love dark chocolate. But I also love Milky Way bars, and I love peppermint patties. And I don't, you know, I'm not my ex-wife, man. I might eat a Milky Way bar one a day, you know, because I usually got to have a little something chocolate each day. And so I would buy those big bags of like Halloween candy, you know, with the Twix and the Milky Way and the Three Musketeers, but they're all in them little pouches, and those things have gotten massively expensive. And I said, God dang, my little chocoholic, I said, I got to come up with a cheaper solution. So I went to Walmart, and so, you know, one of the things, that's why I like shopping online, is you can compare the price per ounce, for example. So, you know, it's 43 cents per ounce, or, you know, 23 cents per ounce, depending on how big it is, or sometimes, I mean, even, you just got to look at it. You never know, man. It could be a smaller size and cheaper per ounce than the bigger size. But usually, of course, the bigger size is cheaper. So what I found was this, this was insane. So I looked and I said, man, these are only it was like 23 cents per ounce for Milky Way bars. And I said, well, daggone, you know, I mean, that's a hell of a deal. So I ordered it, and they didn't even have these in the store. They had to ship it specially to me. But look at that, man. This thing expires September 2023. So maybe that's why I got such a good deal on it. It's only going to last a year. But that's 36 Milky Way bars, and I guarantee you I can only eat half of one of these. So that's 40, well, so 60, 70, 74 meals right here, you know, that I can have a Milky Way bar. But, you know, so I bought it in bulk. And you can do that too. Just go to Walmart and you can order something like that. So we talked about stocking up on food, stocking up on that. The next thing that I've been doing since I got home, you know, other than trying to deal with all the insurance companies and pay the bills and everything, is when I was up in Lynchburg, I was looking into, not knowing I was going to break my neck, I was looking into germinating my own seeds. So for example, and this is something you might want to think about. So I've been working on, I put in a garden about 2 years ago, and my wife would never take care of it, and most everything I grew went to hell in a handbasket. It did get a lot of cherry tomatoes out of it, but I planted way too many because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go. But I knew I wanted the garden. I brought in a yard, bring in a yard of dirt, you know, get rid of that sandy soil, especially here in Florida, and put in the good soil. Of course, while I was gone for 7 months, the weeds took over, and it just looked like hell. And anyway, it's been a hell of a lot of work. And so I've got all the plants, and I'm ready to plant. But, you know, like today, it's raining. I'm not going to get out there in the rain. I mean, you're going to get muddy anyway. I mean, even in Florida. But, you know, I'm looking for a dry day or two to get all the plants in the ground. But anyway, this is all about germinating the seeds, and you can buy these at Lowe's or or Walmart. Now, do I know anything about how to do this? No, I don't, but I'm going to do that. And the reason I want to do that was, okay, so one tomato plant at Walmart, $6. That's ridiculous. I mean, good God. I mean, well, I guess if you buy it these days, that might be the cost of one tomato. So if you get a bunch of tomatoes, it'd be worth it, wouldn't it? You know, but hell, sometimes they die on me. I was driving on my way to Walmart, or actually I was taking the UPS. That's something I didn't talk about, the UPS. You get rid of the old UPS. And so they actually, APC will take the old UPS and get it out of your house for free after buying the new UPS. And I forgot to say that in the last video. So that way you're always getting the old hardware out of your house and going with just the new. Otherwise you're going to get cluttered with, you know, all kinds of old stuff that you know, I realize I just buy new stuff, you know, that's it. It ain't that damn expensive right now. It's going to get expensive. So anyway, I was talking about the garden. So I just happened to drive by a nursery. I didn't even know the nursery was there. I've probably driven past it a dozen times. And so I pulled in there, and it turns out it's a charitable nursery. They don't make any money. It's a nonprofit, and they had these cherry tomatoes there. And I was looking. I knew the brands that I wanted, the Sunny Sweet, and there's a couple of other cherry tomatoes that I like. And so I talked to the woman, and they were only $2. $2 for the plant, $6 at Walmart, $2 at this nursery. Now they're little bitty suckers about this big, but who cares, you know? For $2, I mean, if it dies, plus you're giving to charity, so it was a good thing. And I said, well, what kind of cherry tomatoes? She goes, it's just generic. We don't know. We just get them in. So who knows what I'm going to get for tomatoes? And then, you know, I wanted jalapenos, but nobody. Well, they had some at Walmart, but they were all sickly looking. I wasn't going to. They wanted $8 for a jalapeno plant. Once again, you know, if you grow it from your own seeds, you're probably a lot better off. So yeah, so now I'm under the gun. I got to get the plants in the ground before the weather turns, because we do have winter here in Florida. Now you can grow vegetables year round, but do I know what to grow in the wintertime? No, I don't. Right now I just want some damn tomatoes. So getting back to prepping. Okay, so you're going to stock up on Mountain House or Patriot for Supply or whatever. You're going to clean out your cupboards. You know, make sure you got a bunch of canned goods. I bought some more tuna fish, for example, keeps a long time in the can. You know, so you're stocking up on that stuff. You know, hell, if you like Milky Way bars, you're stocking up on those. That keeps a long time. It might say 2023. I bet I'd eat these all the way up till 2025 at least, you know. And then the last thing is a garden. You got to have a garden. I don't care where you live. I live in a gated HOA community, and you know, like I said, I got to power wash the driveway and clean the roof. You know, that's the price that I pay for being in a gated community. So I hid the garden. You can have a garden in the back. That's why it's hidden back here, and you know, and I do keep it looking nice. So yeah, you believe it or not, in a small amount of space. Okay, my garden probably stretches from me to, well, probably about 3 lengths past the camera, and it's about from here, well, I probably can't see it, but it's about 6 feet wide, but that's a hell of a lot of food that you can grow in there if you've got good soil. And that's another thing I stocked up on. I bought a bunch of Miracle Grow in the big box. You can buy it in the big box at Home Depot. And that'll last me quite some time, you know. So when I'm planting vegetables and everything, I make sure I rejuvenate that soil. I bought 5 bags of cow manure to mix in with the soil because from that yard of dirt, it kind of settled down. So, you know, I needed to add some more soil. Either that or it washed out. It could be some of it washed away, even though I don't know how it would wash from the backyard to the front yard, but I guess it's possible. Or maybe I got a sinkhole in the making back there. You know, in Florida, we do have those. All right, so that's it for this video. I'm not going to do the mantra other than to say it's great to live in the free state of Florida. It really is wonderful here, and if you do come here, I hope that you will work to preserve the freedom that we have. Lots of jobs. We're very prosperous, and I'm very thankful to God and well, what's left of the country. Hopefully we can turn things around. All right, peace out, stay free, and then I'll get the next video.